Hello everyone, I am Ramon. Welcome back to Ramon at Home. I'm so excited you're here today because I'm gonna show you how you can create your very own potted plants using a greenery and flowers. In this case is white ranunculus, which is gonna go out on the patio, and then also this beautiful lavender that is gonna go all throughout the house for my spring decorating. So if you wanna see how these are done, please stay tuned. Also wanna let you know that every day at 7 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time, there will be a brand new video, so you can come back and check those out. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing because here we talk about interior design and decorating through fun DIY projects like today's to help you unleash your inner designer so you can create a space to tell your story. Are you guys ready to do this DIY? Let's do it. All right, you guys, so what we're gonna need for this fun little project is 3 of these terracotta pots. They come from the dollar store. Now these two come 2 in a pack for $1, so I recommend you get yourself some. So in this case we're gonna use 3 of them. I'm also gonna use a bushel of lavender that I bought at Hobby Lobby, and if you guys haven't seen the video, the spring wreath video for this year, I use some of the same bushel, and this bushel is about $5, so you can get 3 of these pots out of the bushel. Then we're gonna need some of this Dusty Miller that also came from the Hobby Lobby, and this guy was about $3.95, and we're gonna also use it for the 3 of them. And I have done some clippings out of it already. Now here's my my secret is that I had already recorded this video, you guys, and there was no sound, so I have to do it again. But we start by adding some of this foam, and as I explained before, this foam is actually from fresh flowers. And what I like to do is I just like to let the flowers dry, and then I reuse the foam, because for these type of projects you don't need to go out and buy any of that foam. But if you were to need foam, then Dollar Tree has some really good foam. I have a piece right here. This guy came from the Dollar Tree, and it is the same type of foam for fresh flowers, and I love using it because it's just so easy to insert, and like you can just look at this, squish it down. And because we're gonna cover it with some of the Dollar Tree moss, then you won't see it. All right, so the very first thing we need to do is we need to line them up because I want them to be about the same height. So I'm gonna put my knife over here. And so what I'll do is I'll start with the tallest ones, and I'm gonna push them all the way down, and I want them to be about the same height because they will sit on this windowsill in the kitchen. So I want them to be as even possible. And because they're wire, you can really play with them and bend them your way, but I always like to do that towards the end of the project. That way it doesn't take as long. All right, you guys, thumbs up if you're enjoying this year's spring series. I'm having so much fun coming up with cute little ideas like this one to help you guys decorate your home for spring. And as I mentioned before, these would be also perfect for a tablescape outside or inside, or just to have on the table. These are also cute to just to have laying around the house, on an entryway table, on a side table, on my hatch. They probably could be in my hatch. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add some of the shortest ones. Like this guy has 3. I'm gonna go ahead and add this one, will be the middle one because it'll have a little bit more than the other ones. And then I'm gonna add this tall one right here because I feel like this one needs to be fuller. So it's just about letting your eye guide you and determine where else. Now the secret here is to go ahead and insert all from the middle, you guys. As you guys can see, they're all coming from the middle of the pot because that's how they radiate out. I'm gonna separate these guys because they're fighting, like so. So now once we have all the lavender in, I also want to show you that I have some clippings of the foliage that came with the lavender. Don't throw this away. Just go ahead and add it to your bushels like this. Now this also would be super cute if it was like rosemary or thyme or cilantro or any of the herbs that we love so much. It will be just as cute with herbs and lavender. All right, so then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab some of this foam from the Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna go ahead and just distribute it all the way around and press down and pack it. That way it'll stay in place. And what I want is that moss to show because it really makes them look more organic and finished. We do this in the flower industry with fresh flowers and plants. We always add moss because it adds that organic look to it, and I absolutely love. It just looks more finished, looks more put together. And because it's going to be at eye level on my windowsill, then I really want it to look as finished as possible. And now I saw some of these, you guys, at TJ Maxx, and they were like $7.99. And this project right here will cost you no more than probably like $7 for the whole thing. So I mean $7.99 for one, or $7 for all of them. I'm just trying to help you save a few bucks, you guys. All right, so once I have them all finished like this, I need to go ahead and move this guy over here so I can put some more moss over here. Now that I have them finished like this, what I want to do is I want to add some greenery to the bottom, and that's where I'm going to use my Dusty Miller. I have these guys right here, and they come also wired, so you can really play with them and bend them. So I want to do 2 on one side, like so. So I'm going to go ahead and do all 2 on one side, and then we're gonna do 1 on the other side. That way it looks like it has greenery around, but it doesn't cover the whole perimeter because we want that moss to show. So I'm gonna go ahead and, as you guys can see, it's super simple. I'm just adding 2 of these Dusty Miller foliages, 2 to one side, and then we'll go to the opposite side and we'll just do 1. And that will help it look like it has greenery all the way around, but it will not look so overcrowded, and it will let that moss really show, which is what we want, because we want it to look as organic and as beautiful as possible. So far, so good, and I absolutely love it. These are going to go on the windowsill on my kitchen, and I hope you guys liked it. Let me get ready for the ranunculus bouquet, and I will be right back with you and show you how it's done. I'll be right back. All right, you guys, for the second project, what we're gonna use is this little terracotta pot that cost about 97 cents at my local hardware store. Then I don't know if you remember, but I show you how to make this beautiful centerpiece for Valentine's Day. And so we're gonna recycle the whole pot, or the whole inside of the pot, and we're gonna just transplant it. So we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take the Dusty Miller out. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the whole thing out of this pot right here and just hold it and just transfer it to this guy right here. We're gonna push down as far as we can, and that way you recycle your materials and you make your job just that much easier. Look, we're basically almost done, but I do wanna show you a few tricks. Now this guy right here, it's also recycled because I had cut it out to do some other project. And so what I'm gonna do, and as you guys can see, it's just like out of the whole branch is just a little, it's like a third of the branch. And this is from Hobby Lobby as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just make sure that I fluff it and make it looks even. Then I'm gonna just push down in the middle, like so, playing with those shapes. And I have all these ranunculus. They also came from Hobby Lobby. This was a whole bush of ranunculus right here. And I have cut them up for other projects. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find the tallest one, which is this guy right here. And let's see, yeah. We wanna start with the tallest one in the middle. And then what we wanna do is we want to radiate from there out. I'm gonna go ahead and just go ahead and cover it with some of this moss. Cover the whole thing like that. And that is perfect. All right, so then what we want to do is radiating from the middle. I'm just going to go ahead and start pushing forward. And now if you guys can see, they're bent. Like instead of just leaving them straight up like that, just go ahead and give them a bend, because that's how they grow in nature. And then this has a baby flower right there, separated so they both show. So we're going to go ahead and add this guy right here. This one also has a baby one. So I'm just going to go ahead and give those flowers a little bend. And as you guys can see, it's super simple. But this will be in my patio outside, and this spring I'm gonna do all white flowers. And my plan is to mix real with fake for a more lush look. So this is gonna be more like a potted, just like a potted plant, like that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put this guy right here all the way to the bottom. The shorter the stems, then the closer to the bottom they need to be. And then I'm gonna put this guy right here, because it has 2 baby one, like so. And then you just play with the shapes, like so. And then to finish it off, I'm gonna use some of this Dusty Miller. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut some of these sprigs of Dusty Miller. I love using Dusty Miller on my bouquets because it gives it a texture this is a little bright, the foliage, so just by adding this more muted dusty miller, then it really helps it tone it down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and add some of these guys right here towards the bottom and kind of help me cover and add some more texture to the bouquet. As you guys can see, and like I said, they're wire, so you can really play with them. So I'm just gonna add a whole bunch of them. And I absolutely love the way this turned out. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, you guys. It's just like a potted plant that you would buy at your local hardware store, but it's made out of silks. And it looks super cute. Here's some more dusty miller. Go ahead and add this guy right here. What do you guys think? Look at this cute little potted plant. And it's just how they would grow in nature. And that's the look that we're going for. Very natural and very pretty. And you know what? I'm gonna add this last dusty miller. I'm gonna cut the whole thing right here. Oops, it's kind of hard. Ooh, lordy. All right, I'm gonna give it a bend right here and really push. There you go. Then I'm gonna open this up. Just open it up like this. These are my favorite, and like I said, these are from Hobby Lobby. And see, I feel like you need it right here, just to cover up. There you go. All right, you guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. It's just a few potted plants for the windowsill and this for the patio outside. I love using the terracotta, and like I told you before, it's gonna be all throughout my house, on top of the cabinet, on the windowsills, outside in the patio. I just love the way of terracotta it looks for spring, and I am in love with this little potted plant. I think it turned out so cute. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and share with a friend. And don't forget to come back for future decorating ideas and DIY projects like this all throughout spring 2019. I could not be more excited to show you guys these ideas, and I cannot wait to show you what the house is looking like all decorated for spring. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye.